About 12 months ago, I did a video about the ZX Spectrum. And not just any video about the humble ZX Spectrum. Oh no, I looked at the ZX Spectrum and I looked at arcade ports which had been made to the system. Now, the Spectrum was blessed across its entire lifespan with hundreds of arcade ports, some good, some bad, some indifferent. Well, in this video we're going to take a look at 4 arcade ports to the Spectrum, all of which I consider to be quite good actually. So, without further ado, let's get into it with the first of our arcade ports, Bombjack. So, Bombjack. Now, Bombjack was quite a popular arcade game in the early to mid 80s from Tekan, who went on to become Tecmo, I believe, and frankly, it's quite a simple game, or you would assume it would be a simple game, to convert to a machine like the Spectrum, because realistically, Bombjack plays to the strengths of Sinclair's 8-bit machine. It's a single screen arcade platform game. It has a really simple premise. You have to run around the screen collecting the bombs, collecting them in the order that they start to set like they're going to explode for bonus points whilst avoiding the enemies. And if you thought this would end up being a really great game on the Spectrum, you'd be right. As I said, the basic premise of Bombjack plays to the strengths of the ZX Spectrum really well. It's a simple pick up and play single screen arcade game, and it just works. The graphics look really good for the system, especially considering there's minimal colour clash, which is always a bonus. It handles smoothly. The only drawback to it is, because this came out in the days of the 48K Spectrum being the dominant platform, in fact the only version of the Spectrum available at the time, the sound is awful, restricted as it is to using the Spectrum's bleeper. But that does not affect how the game plays. This is absolutely brilliant. It looks good, sounds good, plays good. You could not want for anything more with the Spectrum. As an arcade port, this is probably as close to perfection as you could get, given the limitations of Sinclair's humble little 8-bit machine. Truly a magnificent game, and it's just, I can't recommend it enough. Get it, play it. Elite Systems did an absolutely superb job with the game here. It's just fun. Ghosts and Goblins. Capcom's classic horror-themed arcade run and gun. And again, Elite Systems brought this to the humble Spectrum, and once again, they did a really darn good job of it. Yes, it doesn't bear a massive resemblance to the very colourful arcade machine, but you know exactly what it is when you see it. You can really tell it is Ghosts and Goblins, and it plays really well, although I am playing it here incredibly badly. Visually speaking, again, this works quite well within the limitations of the Spectrum. Colour clash is kept to a minimum by keeping the colours in nice, simple blocks laid horizontally across the screen, and you can always make out your sprite, which is not always a given with the way the Spectrum handles colour graphics. But on this game, you really can tell, and it's a really good port. It plays well. Again, it's smooth, it's responsive, it's fast. Heck, this game is so much fun that I can't actually believe that this came out relatively early in the Spectrum's life cycle. This was about 1985-86. Yes, technically the machine had been on the market for 3 to 4 years, but when you compare this to what was being produced just a couple of years prior, this was a real achievement for the time. You know, this is a 48K system, so again, the biggest drawback of this version of the game is the really poor sound, but as I said, it makes up for whatever it lacks compared to the arcade version in the gameplay stakes, because it's just a damn fun game to play. And here we have the legendary Rainbow Islands. Now, this game is iconic amongst Spectrum owners, as it is one of the finest late period Spectrum games. It was released in 1989 as the Spectrum market was really entering its end game, and it's far better than it has any right to be. I mean, take one look at it. Yes, there's a fair bit of colour clash going on, but this game is so far beyond what had been done previously. You know, take a look and go back and scroll back and look at Ghosts and Goblins and Bombjack. You can scarcely believe this is the same basic hardware. The only real difference here is that the Spectrum 128 is in play, and that gives us music whilst we're playing. But other than that, this is that same Z80 based hardware with no hardware sprites, no graphics hardware whatsoever, just a CPU and RAM. And this is what they did. Yes, it's massively less colourful than the arcade machine or any of the other home conversions, but where it truly shines is its gameplay. This is an absolutely superb game to play. It is, without a doubt, not just one of the best, if not the best, arcade ports on the ZX Spectrum, but possibly one of the best games on the Spectrum, full stop. It's just that damn good. If you play this game and you do not enjoy it, I honestly believe there is something wrong with you. It's that much fun and it plays that well. It's that they managed to get this arcade machine to work within the confines of the Spectrum's hardware to this day amazes me. It's just a brilliant game and it does everything incredibly well. Play it now, you will not regret it. And finally for this video, we have Super Hang-On. Now, Super Hang-On was an incredibly impressive Sega arcade racing machine which featured essentially a full-size motorcycle for you to sit on, which you had to tilt to steer your motorbike round the track. Now obviously that could not be recreated in the home, certainly not on a 48K Spectrum, neither could the insanely fast scaling graphics. However, to the credit of Electric Dreams, they did a damn good job of converting it to the home. Yes, it's nowhere near as impressive visually as the arcade game, but you do get a good sense of speed. Everything is clearly defined. Your guy looks good with his simple 4-colour motorcycle and leathers. Yes, everything else is monochrome. There's a simple sky and ground colour differentiation, but it works. Core clash is kept to a minimum along the horizon line, and the game plays really well. It's really rather good given the limitations of the hardware. This is the kind of game, the kind of arcade conversion that made you realise that the Spectrum, in the hands of the right coders, was an outstanding machine, and the truly talented coders could really do special stuff with it. This is a game that's well worth playing. As always, being a 48K game, the sound is awful, but you cannot fault the looks and the gameplay, and ultimately it's the gameplay that matters. This game nails it. So there you have it, folks. 4 more outstanding arcade conversions for the ZX Spectrum. Now tell me in the comments below, did you play any of these? Did you enjoy any of these? Do you disagree with me? Do you think these games are not as good as I'm claiming they are? I want to hear your thoughts on this. As I said, leave a comment down below, let me know. If you've enjoyed this video, do remember, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the hype button and share the video. It all helps, and it helps my videos reach a wider audience. You can also help the channel out by clicking on the links in the description below to my Patreon or YouTube channel memberships. You can also make a one-off donation via Ko-fi. The link is also down below. And yeah, that's it from this video. Big love to the people who already subscribed to the channel through the memberships. You'll see their names on screen right now. And yeah, my name's Rob. This is 81632-bit, and I will see you on the next video. So long for now.